Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Cardinals going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks, and here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
He'll drop to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
All right, here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Back down, Philly, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Let's go. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. They'll drop the throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They get it to Washington, running left. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go now. Leopard.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
On second down, Washington. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. To throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And Miller with it over the middle. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now back to throw. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's Washington. And some room to work. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. Completion left side to Miller. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll look to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Boom,
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go. Green.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 23 yards on the play. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had the pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. And an update from our nation's capital in D.C. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Blue 90.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And caught left side, Olsen. He got 29 yards that time.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff. Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try to counter with Washington. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
from Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side is Beckham. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. No, check. Patriot.
They'll drop the throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Six yards to go here on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
A give running left. It's Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
It's taken to the 26. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They're going to look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Johnson, and he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Leopard.
He'll drop to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And Parkey's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A handoff for Washington. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the times we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Johnson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completion left side to Miller. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls it. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job to finish.